ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm here with legendary Hall of Famer promoter Bob Arum. Bob, how's it going today? You're back in one of your main stables that you have a lot of your fights out, Florida. When did you first start promoting in Florida?
What would I do? What?
When did you first start promoting in Florida? I noticed you have a lot of fights here in the Kissimmee area, particularly with the Hispanic market. When did you first?
Well, you realize what happened in Puerto Rico with the devastating hurricane that wrecked so much of the infrastructure on the island, and because of that, many Puerto Ricans who are U.S. citizens came to Florida, particularly the Orlando area. So we haven't done the number of fights or any fights in Puerto Rico like we did in years past because of the damage. So you can capture the Puerto Rican market by coming down here to Orlando and doing fights, because there's so many Puerto Ricans live here, or New York, New Jersey, where they have immense Puerto Rican populations. So we always have been very cognizant about promoting Puerto Rican fighters. We had Miguel Cotto, Ivan Calderon, Juanma Lopez. So we know how good that market is, and while we are prevented really from going back to Puerto Rico, that'll change and we'll be able to go back there. But in the meantime, we're happy to do fights where the Puerto Ricans are, like I said, whether it's Florida, particularly the Orlando, Kissimmee area, or New York, New Jersey, because they're great fans, and there's a tremendous tradition among Puerto Ricans backing the sport of boxing.
Nice. Now switching topics a little bit, Tyson Fury was on ESPN today talking about he thinks that the Wilder rematch is very close. In your opinion, how close do you think that fight can happen? Is that something you see happening in 2020, 2019, or later than that?
Well, I don't know exactly when it would happen. I think Wilder just had a fight where he knocked out his opponent in one round, and I think he has another fight scheduled for the fall. If Fury is successful on June 14th, we'll put him in another fight in the fall, and then next year I think both guys want to fight each other, and by that time the public in the United States, not only the boxing public, but the general public, will become more familiar with Tyson Fury and what a charismatic person he is, and that fight will be huge when it happens.
Nice. Now, you have two of Terrence Crawford's stablemates that are fighting on this card. What would you like to see next for Terrence Crawford as far as his next fight?
Well, I made no bones about it. I would like Terrence Crawford's next fight to be against Spence. I mean, anybody who follows boxing and you ask them what is the most anticipated fight that could happen, I think they would say Crawford against Spence. So hopefully we can get that done.
Yeah. Have you reached out to as far as PBC or Al on that side at all?
Yeah, of course I have. So let's see what happens. I'm diligently working to make it happen, and I hope that it will.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Right.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.